Hey pretty people, this is Kiwi Whispers. Welcome to my driving video. A couple of days ago, I stuck my video camera in my car and I went out for a drive. So you can see a bit of New Zealand and around where I live. I can't guarantee this will be terribly interesting, but it was something I wanted to do for a while, and something to be able to show you. So here it is. As most of you may notice, I'm driving on the left side of the road, and you may be thinking, what is wrong with you? But don't worry, because it is normal here. As you can see, the traffic is going the other way. Also, we sit on the right side of the car to drive. So the camera is in the passenger seat, which is on the left side. So I'm actually heading out to the beach during this, but I took the long route, and just to show you a bit more countryside. Along the way, so this is going deep into rural New Zealand. Very typical look and very typical back roads that don't have road markings or much space for two cars to fit side by side. So I recorded this video on the 28th of August, which means that it's pretty much middle of winter still. But what you're seeing looks like a summer day almost, and it almost felt like summer again. It was pretty warm. But yeah, winter can be a spotless day. Warm sun. Although for this area we actually had snow a couple of weeks ago, which is very rare for this part of the country. So I mean, we've had all the extremes of winter: snow, sun, hail, rain, and some interesting warm temperatures as well. So I'm just about to get to the coast, the east coast of the North Island, and you work your way through a gorge to get to the beach. I live in an area where there are gorges surrounded by huge mountain ranges. So there you can see the coast, the ocean. It's a lovely view when you come around that corner. It's such a beautiful clear day as well. During winter, this is just so rare to have such a clear day where you can see. And you can see in the very distant, no, it's just gone. I'll talk about it later. But I'm just coming up this hill to get a good view to see the coast. So this part is just at quite a small coastal town. A population of only about 4,000 people. But during the summer it gets very popular. There's a lot of beaches, which are holiday homes or beach houses. We call them beaches. So during this time of the year it's pretty empty. But there you can see a nice shot down the coastline. And in the distance there's a couple of mountains. And that one to the left there, now in the middle, that's an active volcano. Though it's not seen any movement for quite a while. Nothing to be worried about with that. There's an island there. That's a ship over in the distance, you can't really see, but and that island in the distance, that's called Mare Island, or Mare Island, sorry. Rock monument. But yeah, that island over there, that's not inhabited by anyone. It's just got wildlife and reserves and things on there to protect animals. But you can take a boat over there and explore the island for the day. Those tall, thin trees are pines, or I think the Norfolk pines. So this is coming into the little village. It's just, it's got a few shops and eating places. The closest city is roughly 45 minutes away, so it's quite secluded from anywhere else. There's a cop. Had to slow down. On that tall pine tree in front of us, somehow somebody put a traffic cone at the top of that. You know those orange traffic cones? Somehow they got one up there. They must have climbed it, but it would be impossible to climb. But it's quite funny just seeing this traffic cone up on top of that tree. Alright, so I made it down to the beach. And these people were the only people on it, apart from me, afterwards. But this little kid was so cute. Watch him. Just runs up to the water. He's keen for a swim. Get back here. He just wants to swim. I thought that was cute. Dog. So I made it down. Took my shoes off. And tested the water. Look at that whole beach to myself. It's pretty amazing. Though, like I say, it is the middle of winter, so only stupid people would be on the beach at that time. So. But it was such a clear day. It was so nice. Although right at this very point, I was realizing how bad a mistake this was, walking, because it was freezing. And I couldn't breathe. Yeah, trying not to run away from the cold. White feet. Haven't seen the sun for a while. Yeah, take that water. Anyway, my feet were numb at this point, so I decided it was a good idea to get back in the car. So this is going back into the country a bit more. This isn't the normal way to get home or anything. It's taking some back roads back into the ruralness, the windy roads. I hope you don't get car sick. For any Lord of the Rings fans, this is relatively close to Hobbiton Land, the area where Hobbiton was. It's very similar countryside with the rolling hills and mountain ranges. But this is all just farms, mainly dairy farms or cattle farms. Very green at the moment because of all the rain we've had. I find it quite interesting, the differences between countries and sort of their landscapes. For instance, I mean, when I was watching the Whispering Voices video, he did a similar one to this where he went out and drove around his country, where their fences were made from out of stones basically and rocks, whereas our fences are made from wood and wire fences with wooden stakes. So we do things by the cheap here. I brought you up here because there's an amazing view to the right that looks down over the coast because it's quite high up here. But that was a few years ago. Now obviously there's this huge, it's a lodge or a bed and breakfast, and unfortunately they've fenced everything off and you can't see it, so I had to turn around, revved my engine, tooted my horn, pulled the finger and drove off. Not really. But yeah, came back down and still quite a nice view. I ended up getting about 40 minutes of footage for this video, but that was far too long to show and talk over, so I had to cut a lot of it out, but it was all very similar, so you're not missing out on anything else really. miles of fencing. Miles and miles of it. Oh yeah, so I came around this corner and that happened. The video fell over and it slammed against the window, and I thought I ruined my camera, but luckily it kept recording and it seemed to be alright. That guy obviously thought I was driving too slow, so I tried to catch him. For anyone interested, in New Zealand we drive in kilometres an hour rather than miles per hour. So the speed limit on the open road is 100 kilometres an hour, and through residential areas it's about 50 kilometres an hour. I have no idea what it is in miles per hour. I don't know how to convert it. Anyway, we're coming to the end here. This is passing through a small town. It's a gold mining town of roughly, I think it's about 5,000 people. It's fairly small, but we have a subway. This was during a Sunday, so the streets are a bit empty. Everyone stays home during the weekend around these places. This is just the main street. And that tall building to the left up on the hill, that's an old Cornish pump house that used to pump water out of the gold mines. And that other tall structure in front, that's called a poppet head, and that was used to lower the miners into the mine shafts. Brave people. Anyway, the video has run out, and I will leave it there. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon.